Everyone thinks losing weight is simple. Eat a little less, move a little more, and the fat melts away. But the truth? Nutrition and exercise are only a small piece of the puzzle. Sure, they matter. But together, they make up just about 25% of the equation. Another 25%? Sleep. Good, consistent, deep sleep. But the final 50%? That's the part no one talks about. It's not magic. It's not a secret hack. It's simply this: keeping the promises you make to yourself. And the good news? You can start this journey right now. Not next week. Not after the weekend. Not once I feel ready. Now. And there's a method that makes failure almost impossible. It all begins with one powerful trigger: inspiration. We all have that moment when something clicks. Maybe you see someone who looks incredibly fit and confident. Or maybe you glance at your reflection and don't even recognize yourself. Maybe you catch a photo of yourself and feel that pit in your stomach. Is that really me? That spark of inspiration is powerful. It gives you a surge of energy, a drive to take action. But it's temporary. That feeling fades, sometimes within hours. That's why step 2 is crucial. Set a real goal. Not, I want to lose weight. That's vague. Instead, I'll lose 10 pounds by July 1st. That's real. It has a timeline. It's measurable. It gives you direction. It turns a wish into a destination. But even a goal isn't enough. You need a plan. A clear, practical, and realistic plan. Think about your usual breakfast. Maybe you grab a bowl of sweet granola with milk and a peanut butter sandwich. Sounds harmless, right? But it's packed with calories. Now imagine replacing that with 15 large strawberries, 3 boiled eggs, and a 1-kilometer jog. That one switch could save you hundreds of calories per day. Do that every day, and you're burning fat without even noticing. Still, even the best plan fails if you're not prepared. You need to set yourself up for success the night before. Buy the strawberries, boil the eggs, lay out your workout clothes. Make it impossible to fail. Make the healthy choice the easiest one. Because when you wake up tired, stressed, and tempted to go back to old habits, you'll thank yourself for making the decision ahead of time. But if you're still stocking up on peanut butter and jam, if your fridge is loaded with the same old traps, you're not serious about change. You're preparing for failure, not success. Be honest. If junk food is within reach, you're going to reach for it. You're not on a diet, you're on a delay. Want healthy food to be your habit? Then make unhealthy food inconvenient. Don't keep it in your house. Don't buy it just in case. The guests you're saving it for? They'll bring their own snacks. Of course, this all sounds good on paper. But life tests you. Always. One day you'll accidentally end up at IHOP. You'll be sitting there, menu in hand, every option loaded with over 1,000 calories. And then it happens. The most dangerous phrase in every diet journey enters your mind. One cheat meal won't hurt. I'll be strict tomorrow. I just won't eat later. Maybe I should start bulking instead? That's the moment you need something no fitness app or YouTube video can give you. Willpower. The ability to tell yourself no when every part of you is screaming yes. But here's the truth. Willpower is a muscle. It can be trained. Think of every excuse you've ever used. Now, start practicing how to shut each one down. Say no out loud. Rehearse it. Visualize yourself walking away from temptation. Train your brain. But remember, even willpower runs out. So the best strategy is not needing it at all. Set up your environment so you don't need to resist, because there's nothing to resist. Here's the hard truth most people ignore. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. That means your habits, your routines, your defaults. They decide whether you win or lose. So if your mornings start with checking your phone, grabbing coffee, and skipping breakfast, that's your system. And that system is failing you. But here's the flip side. Systems can be redesigned, and they should be. Because your willpower won't always be strong. You'll have days when you're tired, days when motivation vanishes. But if your system is strong, it doesn't matter how you feel, you'll stay on track. That's how champions are built. Not on perfect days, but on consistent systems. Start by tracking everything. Write it down. What you eat, how you feel, when you work out. Don't just rely on memory. It lies. You think you had a light day when in reality, you had 5 snacks and skipped your walk. Writing it all down brings clarity, and clarity creates power. Then, redefine what success means. Losing 10 kilograms is a great goal, but it's not the full picture. How about sleeping 7 hours a night for a month straight? Drinking 2 liters of water every day for a week? Those wins matter. Stack enough of them, and the fat will fall off as a byproduct of your discipline. And while we're on the subject of discipline, understand this. Motivation is what gets you started, but discipline is what keeps you going. It's waking up early when your bed feels warm. It's saying no to that second slice of cake. It's hitting the gym when no one is watching. That's where real transformation begins. When you stop negotiating with your excuses. Let's be honest. Most people fail because they overcomplicate everything. They start looking for hacks, exotic superfoods, magic pills. But the basics work, and they work better than anything else. Whole foods, movement, sleep, water, repetition, and mindset. Don't underestimate mindset. If you wake up every day thinking, this is hard, it will be hard. But if you say, I'm getting stronger, then every day becomes a win, no matter how small. Your mind is the most powerful tool in your journey. Train it like your body. And here's something else people forget. Community matters. Surround yourself with people who want to grow, not those who drag you back into comfort. Share your journey. Find accountability. Even one supportive friend can double your chances of success. You don't need a crowd. You just need the right voices in your ear. But even the strongest minds slip. You'll binge. You'll miss a workout. You'll make a mistake. That's not failure. That's human. The real failure is when you let one bad moment become your identity. I'm a failure. I always quit. You had a slip. Now get back up. You're still in the game as long as you keep moving. Celebrate your progress, not just the scale. Did your pants fit better today? Did you say no to junk food for the first time in a week? Did you go for a walk even though it rained? Those are victories. Count them. Because they stack up. And over time, they create momentum. And here's one final truth. The body you want isn't just about looks. It's about energy, focus, confidence, longevity. It's about becoming someone you're proud of. Someone who doesn't just start things, but finishes them. You owe that version of yourself a chance to rise. So don't just start a diet. Start a transformation. Build a system. Train your discipline. Own your mornings. Win your evenings. And every single day, remind yourself, I'm not doing this to lose weight. I'm doing this to gain control. Because control is freedom. It means you're no longer a slave to cravings, to habits that don't serve you, to excuses that hold you back. You don't have to rely on motivation or wait for the perfect mood. You act because it's who you are now. You're the kind of person who shows up even when it's hard. And that identity? It's the most powerful weapon you have. Because once you shift from, I'm trying to, this is just what I do, everything changes. You stop starting over. You stop quitting. You stop chasing results. And start becoming the person who naturally creates them. The truth is, it's not about having more time. It's about making your goals a priority. Everyone's busy. Everyone's tired. But some people get it done anyway, because they've decided it matters. And that decision? That's what separates progress from procrastination. So if you're still waiting for motivation to strike, stop. Build momentum instead. Take one small step today. Not because it's massive, but because it's movement. And movement compounds. One walk leads to another. One healthy meal leads to a better night's sleep. One act of discipline rewires your brain. Brick by brick, you're building something unbreakable.